Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Psalm 103 verses 1. Hello, beautiful family. A very warm welcome back to the Love is Touchful channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today, let's make one of my favorite combo ever. Let's make this 3-in-1 delicious Ghanaian meal called Tuozaafi. This is very popular among our Northerners and it's just so delicious. Please kindly stay tuned and let's get right into it. You will love this, I promise you. Yeah, I have all my meats using cow meat. Runabout and the cow skin. That's basically what I'm using today. I do have some ginger, some natural spices, garlic, salt, or pepper seasoning, and onions. I'll then proceed to pour all my meat in my pot and season it with all pepper seasoning, some salt, and my blended ingredients. I also added 2 beef bouillon. They make the base very, very delicious. And when it comes to desserts, you want to make sure that your meat is very well seasoned, okay? Right from the beginning. It is so important. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add my blended ingredients. Here I have ginger, garlic, onions, and some natural herbs. I'm going to list each and every one below in the description box. I'll add a good amount of water as my cow foot. The kotoje really takes a long time for it to cook, so I added some hot water to this, just about a liter of water in here. Yes, it has to be that much, and I'm going to allow this to cook for a good 45 to 50 minutes. All right. Kitchen is smelling amazing, fam. It's just incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and begin with the stew process. I'm going to blend some onion, ginger, garlic, and some natural herbs together with some habanero pepper. You want to make sure you have enough in here because you want it to be nice and spicy, okay? So in my pot, I am going to add in some palm oil. Once it's nice and melted, I'll then go ahead and add my fermented locust bean, aka dawa dawa. You want the umami flavor right from the beginning, and then go in with my blended ingredients, including lots of onions, ginger, garlic, and some peppers. I'm going to also add some good amount of water in here as well. Just rinse the blender and add it here. I'm going to cover this, allow this to cook for just about 10 minutes, and you just notice how everything is smelling so good already. I'll then go ahead and add my blended fresh tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes or chopped canned tomatoes. Mine was chopped canned tomatoes, but I want the consistency of this stew to be very nice and smooth. You can also decide to just chop your tomatoes and add it here. Either way goes so well, okay? So I'm going to blend everything together, and still on building up the flavors, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of some dried herring powder and some dried shrimp powder as well. I'm going to just add everything here and add slightly bit of water, and now all that I have to do is allow this to cook for about 20 minutes. Okay, so let's check on our meat. It's doing so well already, and all that I noticed here was the kotoje is very stubborn. The cow foot, it really takes a long time for it to cook. Ideally, it's best for you to cook the cow foot on the side and all other meats you'll be using on the other side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the cow foot right here. I'm going to put in the stew just so that it cook together very well. It is going to help the stew be nice and tender in the stew with the broth and everything. It's just even become more delicious this way. And I'm not going to throw the broth away. I'm going to add everything here and just allow it to cook on its own for about 30 minutes before I add the other meat. Okay, yes, it is absolutely delicious. I have shared recipes of me making Diehuo in, especially the stew, in other ways, so please do well to check it out. I'm going to link it here and below as well. This is one of the best ways to also enjoy it. It goes so fast, so just go ahead and stir gently together and cover it now and allow this to cook on a low to medium heat for about 30 minutes. Do not forget to add your last bit of seasoning, my bouillon, my all purpose seasoning, and a slightly bit of salt. Because you've added all the broth and everything, it is the right time for you to just adjust your salt and allow this to do its cooking on its own before the kotoje becomes very nice and tender. So good, family. It is so amazing. So now that the kotoje has slowly cooked in together with the stew, it is just so nice and very soft and tender, just the way I want it. So I'm going to add the rest of the meat, very well seasoned. Make sure I stir it gently together and allow this to just simmer for the next 10 minutes. I also realized that it's a little bit thick on the consistency wise, so I added just a little bit of water to easing everything up. And now my amazing Diehuo stew is done and be ready to be served. In preparation of your Tuozaafi, this is a stew that always take a little bit of time. So now that we're done with it, let's just go ahead and prepare our ayoyo soup mixed with okra this time. So in my pot, I'm going to add a good amount of water, just about 1 cup of water, and add a bit of salt and some all-purpose seasoning and dawa. Very necessary here. I'm going to allow this to cook for about just 2 minutes and you'll be good to go. For the ayoyo soup, I am going to add a little bit of okra just because I don't get fresh ayoyo or molochia leaves here or jute leaves. I love to add a little bit of okra so that it can maintain its sliminess. I only get the frozen one, which is such a shame. I've shared the recipe on how to make it with authentic ayoyo leaves and I'm going to link it here. It is the most authentic way ever and it's so good. But if you don't have ayoyo, fresh ayoyo like myself today, go with this recipe and you're going to absolutely love it. So my stock for the green soup, let's call it green soup for today, is ready. I boiled it for just 2 minutes and it's so good. I added my blended okra and now my molochia leaves, which is also frozen. I'm going to just go ahead and whisk it around like this till everything mingles and incorporates very well together. After I have got the consistency that I want, I also love to add a little bit of herring, the dried one, the amani. Oh my goodness, if you bite in those, you are going to absolutely love it. But if you don't have any at home, do not worry. Add a slightly bit of pepper. I love a bit of heat in this green soup too. It really so well. So I just add a little bit of habanero pepper in there, just allow it to just swim in there so that it just release a little bit of the heat inside and it's so good. Allow it to boil for the next 5 to 7 minutes on a low to medium heat. Please be sure to be checking up on your stew. Amazingly good it's doing here. As you can see, the kitchen is smelling so good. I am in my Diehuo season right now. My Tuozaafi is all that I'm thinking about right now. It was looking so good. The red and the green soup are ready. Now let's go ahead and prep for our tour, which is the Tuozaafi. It is absolutely easy, fam. Do not worry at all. Once you get these two done, the Tuozaafi is not going to be a difficult thing at all. I've actually shared a step-by-step recipe of how I make this and I'm going to link it here and below as well. All that you need is your corn flour and fermented cassava flour, which is your coconut. So I'm going to make this corn flour into a porridge form, and I'm going to add a good amount of water on fire. Just allow it to boil until it is very bubbly hot, and I then go ahead and transfer my corn flour mixed with water like this and turn it into a porridge form, just like the way you'd be making your porridge. Okay, it has to be very nice and thick. Make sure you mix the corn flour very well. You do not want to have any form of lumps in there. Just make sure it's very nice and fine and just so smooth. Once you get that consistency, go ahead and add it back to your boiling water. Gently stir everything together until it becomes very nice and thick, just like the way you're making your porridge, and you are on the right path. So we've got this smooth and very silky porridge in the making. We're going to cook this for just about 5 minutes on a low to medium heat. Just make sure you do not create any lumps. Continue stirring and you are good to go. Okay, so after cooking this for about 5 minutes, all that I'm going to do here is I'm going to divide this into 2 equal parts and then add a bit of the kokonte flour or the fermented dried cassava flour, and to this we're going to mix it gently together, and we're going to make sure we stir it very nicely on a low medium heat. Very important, so that it forms into a very nice textured, very soft, very soft Tuozaafi. That's a swallow that we use to enjoy this red and green soup. Absolutely amazing. For the right quantities, I'm going to link it below in the description box. I'm going to write each and every one there, so please kindly gently check that out. I've also shared a very detailed recipe. If you want to know how to make each one of them, there is recipes on how to make each one of this meal at your comfort of your home. So kindly check it out. I'm doing this because this is a very great weekend meal, and you just have to try it for your family, and you're going to absolutely love it. You can never go wrong with this. I promise you. It is so delicious. So go ahead and stir until you get this consistency, and once you get the consistency like this, go ahead and transfer a bit of the porridge that you set up aside. Add bit by bit here until it becomes very nice and soft. Tuozaafi, that's the swallow part, is very light. As in very light. It's one of the lightest swallow you find in Ghana. It's not heavy as you can enjoy your fufu or banku. This is very light, and so you just want to go ahead and be adding your porridge bit by bit until you get that very soft yet stretchy yet light consistency that we love to have. Absolutely looking gorgeous. As you can see, this is the consistency that I am going for. People want it a little bit more lighter. If you want that, you can go ahead and add a little bit of hot water and just allow it to steam for extra 10 minutes and you're good to go. I love to serve my Tuozaafi with a bit of grinded pepper. Some heat is always good. So I just grinded it, and this is for the adults. We always want some extra heat on the side. Why not? And once I'm done, I'm just going to divide it into two and then go in with my green soup. I love to always begin with the green soup because I don't want my swallow or the Tuozaafi to be stuck under the bottom. I really do not like that at all. So I always begin with my green soup, which is the slimiest part, and then go in with my Tuozaafi, which is the swallow, and then grace it all up with my red soup or Tuozaafi stew. Just so incredible. This meal is 3 in 1. You might think it has a lot to deal with or it's very difficult to make, but trust that it is not as difficult as it seemed. Once you get the stew and the Green soup done. That is it basically. You are good to go. The swallow does not take that long at all. So there you have it. Absolutely great. Just enjoy this meal so much. It always goes so well with your chilled drink on the side. Wash your hand and you're going to enjoy it much better. Sprinkle with a little bit of onions on top. I love to also add some eggs sometimes. If you have it, go ahead and enjoy it and you'll be good to go. Thanks so much for watching, family. I really hope that you enjoy this recipe and you're going to give it a try. And if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Lovia from Lovey's Touch. My main goal here is to cheer you up into making your own delicious meal right at the comfort of your home. I also love to share kitchen related motivational videos, so please come on board and subscribe to join the family for amazing new recipes every week. Thank you so very much, family, for watching once again. And as always, know that you're so beautiful just the way you are. I will see you in my next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.